Good Thursday morning, I'm Chief Meteorologist Al Conklin in the First Alert Weather Center with our newest version here of the First Alert. Now, we're going to focus on a couple of things here over the next few minutes. Number one is the pattern that we're stuck in, which is a dry pattern. Yes, we had severe weather over the course of the weekend and we got some much needed rain, but it really wasn't that much when you think about it. And there has not been that much rain here of late. We're now starting to see drought develop across the two Carolinas, and if that continues during the next couple of months, this could be a long spring and a long summer now that we're into spring. So let's get right to it now and talk about what's happening out there. First up, we got a fair amount of clouds around this morning as we are looking at our HD tower cam, and typically this time of the day, this time of the morning, we start to see a real pretty skyline shot there with bright sunshine. That's not the case today. We've got a frontal system moving in, and that front's got some clouds with it. And there's a small chance we could get into one or two showers, but I want to emphasize that this is really a weak boundary. There was severe weather across the upper Midwest yesterday. All of that energy has now moved up into the Great Lakes region, and all we're seeing now is a skinny band of whittling away showers coming across the south, including Georgia, North Florida, into the Carolinas. Now, the lion's share of the rain is going to be farther to the north, and so unfortunately, while we do need the rain, that would help with the pollen, it would help with the fire situation. I just don't really see that happening. So here's our futurecast here. Now, you'll notice during the morning and midday hours, we do have at least a little bit of green that shows up. I'll show you that here on that futurecast. It's not much, though. Again, this was probably overdone. We've got a first alert out for a few little spotty showers and really more about the wind that's going to follow this frontal system for the afternoon and the fire danger as well, which is real. And we're going to go into that here in just a moment. But again, as you can see, there's just not a lot of rain with this situation here. And so unfortunately, another pretty dry pattern setting up. And I just feel like, we need the rain. Again, the pollen is so high. A little bit of rain would help clear some of that out. I know a lot of allergy sufferers are just really struggling right now. And on top of that, we've got this wildfire situation. So you see a little bit of rain that tries to develop late this morning during the early morning afternoon hours, maybe one or two spotty showers. It does get a bit more active. You get east of us down near the I-95 corridor, but it's too late for us. And on the backside of this, that is snow that you see falling in the mountains. As we get into the late afternoon, evening hours, your temperatures are likely going to be falling as we go through the day today. And it'll be cold enough for snow. I think maybe a fresh coating to an inch or so around Boone, Blowing Rock, West Jefferson, the population centers. Higher elevations, though, above 4,000 feet could wind up with a couple of inches of snow out of this. Ski resorts probably wind up with several inches. Also down into the Smokies there, down towards Asheville, they could wind up with 3, 4, 5 inches of snow out of this. But again, that's an indication of the colder air that's coming on in. That cold air is going to be coming in on gusty winds. So let's stop this here at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And this is why I say there's some concern, because you've got wind gusts that are getting up now into the 30 and 35 mile per hour range across the Piedmont. 40 to 50 mile per hour range across the mountains. So any sort of brush fires that get going are going to be problematic here, folks, because there's going to be fuel, obviously, out there that's dry right now. You've got low humidity. The sun will break back out this afternoon. And with these gusty winds, look at this, 6 o'clock. That's a close to 50 mile an hour wind gust around Boone, and still in that 30 to 35 mile per hour range across the Piedmont. Pretty strong winds, and they're only going to very slowly die down overnight. Now, the wind won't be quite as strong tomorrow, but overall, this pattern is going to be one that will be conducive to gusty breezes for the next several days. And so as we look at this afternoon, yeah, the wind picks up, gusty winds, dry vegetation, outdoor burning is discouraged. If you can avoid it, by all means, push this off for a couple of days at least. Let's wait until we get some different weather coming in here. The next chance for any rain will likely come on Monday. That might be a better day, but right now, this is just not good. We've already had several brush fires here this morning, and I could see many, many more popping up this afternoon. Wind gusts, again, between 30 and 35 this afternoon. Closer to 20 tomorrow, and then over the weekend, especially Saturday, they'll be gusty as well. And here's the other problem, is we just don't have a lot of rain coming. Rain chances are very low. A 40% chance on Monday, a 30% chance here during the morning and midday hours today with that front. Once the front moves on by, sunshine coming back tomorrow, even in the mountains. And eventually we will get into warmer weather over the course of the weekend with mostly sunny skies, very little chance for any rain, and high temperatures that'll wind up in the 70s. Now, it'll be chilly at night with lows down into the 30s and low 40s. but the afternoon hours will be very pleasant if you don't mind the wind. The wind is going to be a big issue here as we go into Saturday especially. So that's the key to that part of the forecast. All right, so let's take a look then at our typical averages. We're in the mid-60s now here around the Charlotte area. Lows at night typically in the lower 40s. The record for the day, 85. Sun up this morning was at 7:27. The sun was set now at 7:36. Boy, these days are getting longer. And a month from now, the sun will be setting at 8 o'clock. How about that, right? All right, here's your 7-day first alert forecast. And first alert today, a couple spotty showers, but as much as anything, it's about the gusty winds and the fire danger that will develop this afternoon. 30s for tonight, snow showers in the mountains, as I've mentioned. Then sunshine for Friday, the high 65, and mostly sunny over the weekend. Mid-70s, gusty breezes, no rain. Rain chance comes back up again on Monday and lowers again for Tuesday and Wednesday. That's your forecast. Hope you have a great day. And be mindful again with these gusty winds and low humidity, a real fire danger, not just today, for the next several days. Chief Meteorologist Al Conklin over and out.